everyone, my name's Nicole and I'm the nutritionist here at New Image International, and I want to tell you why the keto program is perfect for you. New Image International has been doing keto before keto was even a thing, so we've been around the block and know a thing or two when it comes to keto success. So have you tried the keto diet? Are you currently in ketosis? Ketosis is the end result of what we want to achieve when we start the keto program. But what is keto? Keto is a low-carb, moderate-protein, high-fat lifestyle. So when we reduce our carbohydrates to a certain threshold, our body is forced to find a new fuel. And that fuel, of course, is fat. Our liver will start to produce ketones, and this is what we use for energy. I do just want to touch on 5 reasons to embrace the keto lifestyle. Number 1, reducing body fat. There's so many people who simply cannot lose weight, and if they do, they gain it back and more. I, for one, have been through this struggle. I was overweight my whole life. I was even bullied until I stumbled upon the keto lifestyle myself, and it was such a blessing. The reason behind it is because you feel more satisfied by having high quality fats and high quality protein, which helps balance your blood sugar levels. 2, increased energy levels. Who doesn't want to be an Energizer bunny and have sustained energy throughout the day? 3, eliminating food cravings. This is such a blessing. So many people crave the sugar, the cakes, the fizzy drinks. But the thing is, the more you have it, the more you crave it. So when you increase your protein and high quality fats, this is when the cravings start to decrease because your blood sugar levels are balanced. 4, boost insulin sensitivity. A keto diet restricts carbohydrates. This helps balance insulin levels. Insulin is a master hormone that controls blood sugar. And when it's too high and out of balance, your other hormone can be affected. Luckily, following keto makes your body more insulin sensitive. This means insulin is well regulated, in balance, and used properly by your cells. 5, reduce time planning meals. Head over to newimageketo.com and it takes the stress out of eating. I do just want to touch on a couple of points. The first one is eating a healthy and nutritious organic foods has little effect on your physique and food cravings. Is this true or false? Well, we've been sold in advertising. So if something's marketed to be healthy, doesn't necessarily mean it is. If we look at organic veggie chips, for example, just because they say vegetables doesn't necessarily make them healthy. Potato chips we know aren't healthy, yet a potato is a vegetable. 2, it is impossible to outrun a bad diet. Sorry guys, you can't out-exercise your way out of this one. Calories in equals calories out. It makes sense in the mathematical model. You burn more calories than you eat. But let's say you burn 2,000 calories and eat 1,800. This doesn't necessarily work. It does work in some people, but the majority, 75% of us, it doesn't. Restricting calories by simply eating less food is not the answer for long-term success. You need to specifically reduce high carbohydrate, high sugar foods and reduce insulin to switch on the fat-burning process. There is simply no nutrients in starchy or sugary foods that we can't get in greater amounts from nuts, seeds or vegetables. Remember that low-carb diets are not no-carb. There's plenty of room for vegetables, nuts and seeds, more than enough to satisfy your need for all of the nutrients. Grains, for example, are high in a substance called phytic acid. This hinders the absorption of iron, zinc and calcium from the diet. Low-carb diets don't contain grains and are much lower in the phytic acid. Low-carb eating plans tend to be much higher in vegetables than standard diets and as such are more nutrient-rich. I do just want to debunk a couple of myths. Ketosis is the same as ketoacidosis. Though they sound the same and they do alter your blood ketones, they are very different. Ketosis is the ultimate end goal of the ketogenic lifestyle. You can eat any type of fat and it's healthy. Unfortunately, that's just not quite true. We want to concentrate on high quality fats such as avocado and olive oil. We want to avoid the saturated fats such as fish and chips, burgers, pizzas, and so forth. But how does ketosis work? Glucose, or sugar, which comes from your rice, your pasta, your bread, is drastically reduced. So when we reduce our sugar or carbohydrate, our body is forced to find a new fuel. That fuel, of course, is fat. So when our body starts to produce ketones from our liver, this is when the magic begins to happen. This is when you start to lose body fat. This is when you're going to have your increased energy levels. But how do you know when you're in ketosis? You might often experience a dry mouth or increased thirst, increased urination, keto breath, or like a metallic-y taste, reduced hunger, and increased energy. But we can also test for ketosis by using the UriScan ketone strips. We want to test after day 3 to see if you're in the pink and in the fat burning zone. It's really simple and easy to use, and you know that you'll be generating ketones. Keto macros. What is a macro? Macro are our big nutrients. So that is our fat, our protein, and our carbohydrate. We need to work out what is right for you, your goals, your weight, your height, and so forth. So head over to newimageketo.com and have a look at our calculator. All you need to do is plug in your age, your current weight, your height, your activity levels, and you're away. And you'll figure out the macros that will suit you and your goals. You need fat to burn fat. It also helps carry vitamins A, D, E, and K around our body. But it also helps keep our skin nice and soft and keeps us nice and satisfied. But what are healthy fats? Healthy fats come in the form of your salmon, your avocados, your olive oils, your nuts and seeds, and so forth. The fats we want to be avoiding, such as our high saturated fats, are our trans fats, our vegetable oils, and also all of our fast foods too. Protein. Protein is the building blocks for life, and we need to work out how much protein you need for your goals. Protein is the key to a fitter, stronger, leaner you. So what are good sources of protein? That is from all of our meat, our chicken, our beef, our pork, our lamb. It's also from our fish, our salmon, our mackerel, and our free-range eggs, but also our alpha lipid SD2 protein shake. Carbohydrate. Now carbohydrates are one of the macros that we need to reduce. So again, head over to the keto calculator and figure out what's best for you. Generally, we want to aim for under 25 grams of net carbs. But what is a net carb? Your net carbs are your total amount of carbohydrates minus the fiber. And the reason we minus the fiber is because it doesn't actually influence our blood sugar levels. And it's really easily digestible and keeps us nice and clean. Fiber. Fiber comes from our fruits and our vegetables, so all of our leafy greens we need to be consuming. We also have a keto-friendly product called FiberMax, and this contains both soluble and insoluble fiber. Fiber is important because it helps balance your blood sugar levels, it keeps you fuller for longer, and it's really convenient to add to your SD2 shake. Now, sometimes you might find the transition from a high-carb lifestyle to a low-carb lifestyle a little difficult. So we actually have a product called Carb Bell. It helps you absorb fewer carbohydrates by the enzyme alpha amylase, and it also supports your body in ketosis. It helps regulate healthy blood sugar levels. It helps balance carbohydrate intake. Because you've lowered carbohydrate intake, it means you're going to feel a lot lighter. Now we've got top 10 foods to keep in your pantry. The first is free-range eggs, olive oil, meat and poultry, high-fat organic dairy, high-quality protein such as SD2, frozen berries, broccoli and other leafy greens, avocado, nuts and seeds, and herbs and spices. If you have any of these ingredients in your pantry, you can make almost any of our recipes on the New Image Keto website. So ketosis is when your liver starts to produce ketones, and that is what's used as energy. The three main macros we need to be concentrating on are our protein, fat, and carbs. So what are you waiting for? Head over to newimageketo.com and get started today.